What's going on, everybody? It's Kira Mon'A, and I'm laughing because I got my phone set up on a pumpkin right now. It's a mess. Like, my setup is just whatever. But I wanted to come on here and tell you guys that I am a recovering people pleaser. Yes, I am a recovering people pleaser, and it's a very hard thing to say, but it is necessary to talk about. People pleasing for me has stemmed for a very long time in my life. Like, I didn't even know I was people pleasing. I just thought I was a nice person. I just thought, oh, like I'm just nice. I understand people. I understand what they're going through. No, I was just people pleasing, like really people pleasing. Like, girl, stop trying to make excuses for it. I was people pleasing. And coming out of my relationships with others, it really showed that I had a serious problem when it came to people pleasing and my boundaries. Like, it wasn't in sync with each other. Like, something had to give. I've been in a relationship since I was like 14, 15. And that relationship lasts for like 5 years. As soon as I got out of that relationship, I hopped into another relationship. I got in my next relationship right after my 5-year relationship. So I had no time to myself as I got older as a woman. That relationship didn't last too long, so I am finally in a stage where I am just in complete womanhood by myself, really experiencing this time alone. I have a lot of things to heal from, and people pleasing is one of them. Now, I got my notes with me because sometimes I be forgetting, but of course, people pleasing can stem from insecurities and low self-esteem. Trauma bonding in your childhood can cause people to people please. Bro, there's just so many people who get in relationships due to their trauma bonding. Like, they're not even really in love with each other. They just have certain things in common when it comes to trauma, and they just relate from that, which is not healthy at all. Like, yeah, it's okay to open up to your partner about things that happened to you in your childhood, of course, but when the whole relationship just stems from the y'all both is triggering each other, you're not getting anything good out of that. And continuous invalidation. Oh my gosh. I was that person that's like, oh, I don't need to be validated by this person, that person, this person. Bro, when I really started to do some deep, like, healing for myself, I really realized that no, like, I really did suffer from some sort of wanting to be seen. Always wanted to be understood by people. Like, I felt, and I still kind of feel like this to this day, that I'm just so misunderstood. But it's just now I reached a point where I'm tired of explaining to people. The ones who get it, they get it. I don't gotta go out my way to explain, like over explain to people who just don't get it, and that's okay. Like, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna get into like the differences between being a nice person and being a people pleaser. I wrote down, like, a nice person acts kindly because they genuinely care, while people pleasers tend to act to like gain acceptance and avoid conflict. Once you're just trying to avoid conflict and you're not able to express your true emotions and you just rather suppress them, like, girl, you're just gonna lead yourself down a darker hole. Every single emotion is gonna bottle up, and then you're going to gain resentment towards that person or even yourself. I wish I could just tell them this, and this is something I suffer from. I wish I would have told you in that moment. Like, me wishing I would have told people certain things in that moment instead of holding it in and just letting them whatever. I can see how that could be peace in a way, but not really. Like, I feel like everybody should be able to express themselves in a manner that is healthy. Now, another thing is something I suffer with a lot. Being a people pleaser, and this goes into the validation type thing. Bro, I've always wanted to prove to people how good of a person I was. Like, why am I doing that? When I tell y'all, like I'm a good person. Like, I do this for people, I do that for people, da 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 da. Like, bro, it was so bad because I didn't see it. I really didn't see it. So it's like I got in a situation where I had to take on a lot that I can carry. A lot of other people's burdens and their problems and their traumas. I took it on, and I went through that to validate, my point of being a good person. And I wanted to show that person, like, look, I took on your pain, your trauma, your burdens, and I overcame them. Like, I done this, and that for you. And that's another thing. During arguments, bro, I was the person that always brought up, and this is where that resentment come from. I was the person that always brought up, well, how you do this to me, and I've done this, and that for you. Like, it was really tearing me apart, and I saw it, but I couldn't even come to terms with it. Like, I couldn't sit there and be like, yeah, that's really the problem. Like, no. It was until my partner at the time was like, you need to stop saying this because that makes me feel more bad about myself. To me, I wasn't saying those things to try to make them feel bad about themselves. I was just trying to feel something within me. Like, how can I be betrayed if I just took on all your burdens? I just did this and that, and that is my fault. That is on me. Like, once I found myself putting other people's needs above my own, something wasn't adding up. Something wasn't right, and I didn't like it. I'm that type of friend, or I'm that type of girlfriend who, once you're in a relationship with me, I love you like how I would want to be loved. And that's not meant for everybody, because people take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really take advantage of that. So I overextend myself for people that I love, and when I don't get the same thing in return, it's like, I'm not really looking for it, but I am. Cut all that overextending, cut all that out. Cut it out. Now I'm gonna talk about some tips that you can minimize your people pleasing. Minimize it till it's gone. Like, we throwing that away. It's 2025, we're not doing no more of that. Number 1, set healthy boundaries. You need it. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts. You need a healthy boundary with you and other people. It don't matter if that's your friend, your mama, your daddy, your bestie, your brother, whoever. Number 2, prioritize your needs. Self-care, exercise, yoga, go outside.
2 hours later.
Listen to music, paint, draw, eat, watch movies, do things, play Sims, do things that make you happy. Do things that's genuinely gonna bring you joy. Put you first. 3, say no when necessary. I've had a hard time saying no in my life. I found myself in the craziest situations because I didn't say no. Start saying no. I can't even dive too deep into that. That's a whole nother video. Saying no is a whole nother video, but start saying no. Please don't worry about how them people gonna feel about you if you say no. If they get mad at you about you saying no, they're the ones with the problem, not you. 4, practice self-compassion. Learn how to forgive yourself. Like, I'm in that process right now of learning how to forgive myself for putting myself through certain things. And like, sometimes I look in the mirror and just be like, girl, you didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that. And that's okay, because it was a lesson learned, and now we know how to continue to navigate through life. Remember, we're all trying to learn life. So certain things that's thrown our way is just showing us how to navigate. So we get into another relationship, we know, red flag, we know not to do this or that, whatever. 5, I think, avoid over apologizing. Once again, that's the me thing. Like, I used to apologize even when I know I didn't have to apologize, and I still apologize. Stop apologizing. If you ain't run them over, if you ain't smack them upside the head with a pan, what you apologizing for? If you ain't really do something wrong, don't apologize. Have a healthy conversation with your partner, your friend, your mom, whoever. Have that healthy conversation. Come to an understanding. But if it's not really that serious, there's no need to apologize on both ends, I feel like. And lastly, number 6, embrace discomfort. I have a hard time just going with the flow of things, and that's not really a way to fully live life. Like, of course, set intentions with life, but definitely go with the flow with life. It's a way better outcome when you not trying to be in control all the time. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on here and just spread a little bit of that, of, you know, from a recovering people pleaser. I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Just taking what I said, like, y'all don't gotta really listen to me. I ain't no life coach, but I'm just telling y'all what I be going through, and hopefully whoever relate. So just take what I said into consideration. Stop being a people pleaser. Both of us, we need to stop. Okay, we need to stop. Bye, y'all.